Jane here for Life After Money. This is a trucking video. Which number? I don't know. Maybe 12, 13. I thought I'd better do another trucking video because I haven't quite reached the end of the story. And there's something I want to tell you about which was really exciting. So I've been driving for quite a few years and I've been recognised all over the place. I started the Lady Truckers Club and I worked my way up to the top of the driving tree, if you like, and loads and loads of experience. And something really nice happened in 1990. I got an invitation in the post. A letter came out of the blue. I don't know where they found out about me, but it was from the Women of the Year luncheon, and they have that every year at the Savoy Hotel in London, and it happens in October, and it's in celebration, and 500 women are invited to attend. 500 women who have reached the top of their profession. I was absolutely amazed when this came in the post, and I thought, ooh. So this is my admission ticket for the 15th of October 1990 at the Savoy. So it was it's a charitable event. Actually, they raise money for charity, and you have to pay for your ticket, and you have the invite. You can decide whether you want to go or not, but I thought, wow, I've got to go, haven't I? So I accepted and gave them a donation for the charity, and then I had to buy a frock. I thought I need a frock, and then I had to work out how to get to London, and you have to be there for reception is 11:45. You have to be there then. So I actually went down to London the day before, and I stayed with a lady trucker, and she kindly put me up, and the next morning she took me to the Savoy Hotel in her transit van, and it was such a thrilling experience. They had the carpet laid out, the red carpet laid out. There was press everywhere doing the photographs for the papers, and just so exciting. Nobody took any notice of me in a transit van, but anyway, I went inside, and you go in a big reception room, and you're given a drink, wine or juice, and you stand around chatting, and you're given a table seating plan and a menu, and you get the guest list as well. And there's a goodie bag. You get a few things in the goodie bag. So they always have a royalty as the guest of honour, the main guest, and we were all in this big reception room. And I'm looking around, spotting all the people that I'd seen on the television, and the door opens and the guest walks in, and I was absolutely thrilled. It was Princess Diana, and we all stood there and made a gangway for her to walk through, and she walked along and she was chatting to people. And she chatted to the lady next to me, and I kept thinking, oh, please speak to me, please speak to me, but she didn't. She was zigzagging across and went across the other side to speak to somebody else. So She was like that close to me. And I don't know if anybody ever saw her, but I can say she was far more beautiful than her pictures. And so that was a really thrilling moment for me. And it was lovely, you know, big room, big reception room, lovely food. I tell you what I did notice. Remember Katie Cropper, who won the Dog of the Year, the Sheepdog of the Year, the Sheepdog Trials? She won it. She was the first female to win it. She was there with her dog, and they refused to let the dog in because they don't allow animals in the Savoy Hotel. So Katie said, if you don't allow my dog to come in, then I'm not coming in. And I thought, yes Katie, do it. And of course they allowed her in. The dog sat by her side. It was lovely. And there were speeches and there was lovely food and just really lovely. Anyway, that was sort of an exciting time for me. The next year I got another invitation in the post. So I thought, oh, twice, that's really good. And I thought, well, yes, I'll go again. So I went again the second time, and I thought, I really need to make an entrance. I need to be noticed, because wouldn't it be fun if I made this grand entrance to the Savoy Hotel and everybody was going, oh, who's this? Anyway, my friend Jeff had a big American truck, and he lived in Bury St Edmunds, and I asked him, Jeff, I said, I've got to go to this posh do, can you take me in your truck? And he said yes. So I thought, wow, they're going to notice. So I met Jeff the night before, and we went to a truck stop just off the M25, and we had to get up early the next morning because we needed to be in London, in the centre of London, early, because I was to meet a radio car there, and I sat in this little radio car, transit van type thing, kitted up to speak to LBC Radio, and in the studios on the other side was Angela Rippon. So me and Angela had a chat on the radio in the morning, and then Jeff took me to the Thames Television Studios. He had to get a special permit from the police to park outside, and I went in there, and I was on the morning chat programme. It was called The Time, The Place, live on television, and it was all for the build-up to this Women of the Year luncheon. So yes, I was on that TV programme, and then of course we went off to the Savoy in Jeff's big truck, his Western Star truck, and well, pandemonium broke out actually. And it was quite a narrow street up to the door. It was a street with a dead end actually, and of course we were surrounded by the press because they'd never seen a big truck like this before, and it was just a lot of fun, you know. So I'm sort of posing, hanging out the window and waving to people, you know. The police weren't too happy because we blocked the road. And after a few minutes I had to go into the hotel, and I just left Jeff to it. I don't know how we managed to get it out, but anyway, so the same thing again inside, a big hall, big room, big reception room, and we stood around with a drink chatting. And the royalty guest of honour came in, and it was Sarah Ferguson. Well, the same thing happened. She walks through the people and she's chatting, and she didn't chat to me. So I thought, oh well, never mind. So yes, the day after I did this, actually, I went to the newsagents and got the newspapers to collect cuttings of my pictures. But anyway, it was good. It was good again, lovely. And I thought, well, that's really good. I've been twice now. But then the following year, year 2, I got another. No, I didn't get an invitation for this the third time. I missed a year. That's right. It's all right. I mean, it was a long time ago, and I'm trying to remember the details. I didn't get another invitation on the following year. So I thought, well, I've been twice, so that's fine. But the next year, which is the 4th year, I did get another invite. So I went 3 times to the Savoy Hotel for the Women of the Year luncheon. At that time, I couldn't better an American truck to take me there. So I had a very good friend who had a really nice Range Rover. So I got him to take me there. And the same thing again, we were stood in the reception room, having a drink, having a chat, and it was really nice. And the royalty guest came in, and it was a little old lady. It was Princess Margaret, and she came along and she was chatting, and then I found that she was stood right in front of me, and I was introduced to Princess Margaret by one of the organising ladies. So the lady says, and this is Ilona, she drives trucks. And I didn't know what to do. I said, pleased to meet you, madam. And I said, you look very well, madam. Oh God, what a thing to say. And anyway, she says, do you drive horse boxes? And I said, yes, madam. And I thought, you're a liar, because you don't. I thought she might be able to get me some work with Princess Anne. But anyway, yes, I was introduced to Princess Margaret. So again, that's 3 times I've been, and it was fantastic. I didn't wear a dress that time. I wore black cord trousers. I wanted people to know I was a lorry driver, because I'm so proud of it. So I had a white shirt on and a denim waistcoat, and I put my trucking badges all over the front. Ooh, look at me, I'm a lorry driver. So anyway, it was really good. I've got some memorabilia over there. As you can guess, I've collected it and I've saved it, and it's just something nice to look at. So if you want to come over there with me, I will show you a few pictures. Right, let's have a look. This is, I hope you can see because we've got the sun coming through the window. This is the dress that I wore for the first time. Do you know, I've still got that dress, and I do still wear it because it's really lovely. And notice the big hair. And this was taken on my friend's balcony, actually, not at the Savoy. But anyway, let's quickly. Oh, there's the admission ticket. There's the admission ticket. One of them. Well, that was for 1991. That's for the year after. But yes, this is a magazine here. This was a magazine for the Mail on Sunday, and I made that magazine there. Look, and I was in the background when they took a picture of Edwina Currie. See? My God, I could have put a smile on my face, couldn't I? Yes, I was in the newspaper. Now this is the truck. The Western Stars won lots of awards at truck shows. That's me posing. I got a black dress on that year. That was the second time. Just a small little black frock. Yeah, trucker Ilona, I see. Oh look, there's a police lady telling me to move on. And a bit more in the paper there. Bit more Princess Di date for Lady Trucker. I had to send out press releases to everybody to try and get publicity because it was a charitable event. So I wrote up my blurb and sent it to whoever I knew, everybody I knew, to try and get some publicity for the event. There I've got the seating list, the guest list of everybody in it for 3 years, 1, 2, 3, 90, 91, 93. And these are the menus. I've got the menus from it as well. You get this, they do this really big brochure, souvenir brochure, and you get this in your goodie bag with other bits and bobs. So there's the date, Women of the Year, and there you go. 1993 was the third and last one that I went to. So I've got all of this to remind me of my meeting royalty, the Savoy Hotel. Yeah, it's great stuff, great. Right, let's just put you back for a minute. So this really was sort of a really big highlight for me. Highlight. Yes, a magical moment, I like to think of it. A magical 3 years. And anyway, I still got a lot more years left of driving to do, and so I think what I'll do is I'll do a roundup video to round it all off. The next one will be the last one, and we'll bring you up to the date when I actually finished driving. Okay, this is Mean Queen, Life After Money. Bye for now.